quiet?
Are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording. Are you going to gym?
Yeah,
I
pretty
don't
soon.
need to. Okay. Then somebody said to me, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. No, 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 it'll ruin my lights. I need to also remember, for my last video, you may have seen that I was looking up towards the lens because I've got this little monitor on the top of the screen so that I can see what you see, so that I know what I look like. And I just keep looking at myself because I'm so like full of it, you know. He judges me all the time. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of your support so far. Really great having people really interact with me as my videos upload. This video is going to be a little bit different. One, it's going to be different because I have a different setting, as you can see. I just thought that it would be a little bit more personable doing it from my little Zen space in my office. And by Zen space, I mean I put these fairy lights up just to do this. Nothing too special. This video is going to be different. First of all, it's going to be my first video that is not in my anxiety series. As much as I want this to be a channel that is all about mental health and wellness and self-care and all that sort of stuff, I also want it to be, I don't know, what's the word, versatile? I also want to be able to reach people that don't particularly have an interest in mental health. If you don't have anxiety or depression or some sort of mental illness, it does affect everyone. I'll be doing an episode that is more targeted at people that don't have those mental health issues. More so you're that person that's looking on to someone that does. I'm very aware that people who are in a relationship with someone who has mental health issues, or they're a family member or a friend, I realize it can be really overwhelming for you guys. I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram, but I recently did a post and a poll on my Instagram stories to find out what my viewers want to see from me. And I had a lot of general life stuff. This episode is going to be something that I was given by my psychologist probably about 2 years ago now. It's about values, personal values, your core personal values. What makes you you? So I hear you ask, what are personal values? Well, I'm here to tell you. Values are like personal attributes that you have that you live by. They're not really goals, but they can go hand in hand with goals. So values involve ongoing action, whereas goals are something that you achieve. Whilst it's good to have goals, it's more about the journey getting to those goals and what kind of person you want to be. They help me make decisions, and I can't believe how much they've changed my life. It doesn't take long to figure out what your values are. I was gonna just kind of go off and tell you guys what my values were the last time I did them, which was 2 or 3 years ago, but I thought that I would do them now so that I can see, 1, if they've changed, and 2, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how long it takes to do them. It really doesn't take long, and I will include a link below that will help you do them yourself. I was given a worksheet from my psychologist, so I'm gonna go do it now. I'll include the link below for the PDF file that I found online that's pretty much the same thing as what I did, and yeah, then we can kind of go along and do it together. First of all, the last time I did my values, I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
To be honest, I've actually forgotten some of them because I live by some more than others. The last ones I had were accomplished, honest, independent, valued, respected, creative, and healthy. It will all be explained in this document, so don't think you have to kind of come up with all of these values by yourself. And if you do get a bit lost on where to start, literally type in personal values into Google and you'll see so many different types that you can pick and choose from. The way that it works is that you break it down into 4 sections, and then you kind of go through each of those sections and come up with a list of things that you want to live by. The 4 sections are work and education, relationships, personal, and leisure. And basically you've got each section on the bullseye, one cross in each section, and the one cross represents all of those things within that section. Closer to the bullseye that you get, you're really living by those values. And if you are far away from the bullseye, then it means you kind of need to work on that. And it's really good to see. It makes a lot of sense to me because the place that I'm lacking the most is work and education. As much as I've listed in here that I want to be open and honest, realistic, challenged, recognized, valued, I am also one to not really speak my mind when it comes to if I need help. But I get very in my own head and I think I'm stupid and like I can't ask a question. I know that's ridiculous and I know that there's no stupid questions, but that's just always been something that I've struggled with. I've always been really insecure with my education and the fact that I don't know a lot of common sense things that you should know. I'm fresh in a new job right now. I'm totally new in this real estate game, but I've been in the job for maybe 6 weeks in total, maybe 2 months in total. And I'm not expected to know everything right now, but me and myself, I want to know everything right now. What I have for relationships: honest, loyal, myself, independent, respected, important. The reason why I'm not at the bullseye is because your relationships with people are ever going. You're never gonna have a perfect relationship with someone. I think the key to it is open communication, which I haven't even written on here, so I feel like I should. Communication's literally not even on here and I need to add it. It's an ongoing thing. My relationship with myself, relationships with others, it's never gonna be perfect. What a day to film. I'm still kind of finding my own feet and finding myself. It's more so just being confident in who I am and asserting myself when I need to. If things don't align with my values that I set for myself, I need to be able to go back and be like, hey, I'm not happy with this because of X, Y, Z. And then you kind of relate it back to your values. So that's why I sit with relationships. And in leisure, I've got educational, passionate, timely with myself and with others. So I'm a very passionate person. You can probably tell that by the way that I talk. Educational, I feel like I educate myself when necessary. I think I need to broaden what I'm educating myself on because a lot of the stuff I'm educating myself on is to do with mental health or personal growth. But in terms of the world and worldly events and politics and all that sort of thing, I really don't know anything and it's really not something that interests me. But it's also something that gets to me if I'm having a conversation with someone and it gets to a point where they say something and I don't understand what it is. And then that ties in with me not being able to speak up and go, hey, I don't actually know what that is. Because in the past, if I've said something like that and someone says something to me in a certain way, that's when my anxiety ticks in and goes, they're judging you, they think you're stupid, just sit back and listen and pretend that you know what you don't know. Close to the bullseye but not quite on it is leisure. And in terms of being timely, which is what I've put under leisure as well, I am really good at making sure I spend time with myself, spending time with my close friends, family. My partner and I are still kind of getting to the point where we find something that's good for both of us just because we have completely different schedules. And then the thing that is closer to my bullseye, which I am so excited about because last time I did this, it was not close, is the personal growth and health. I don't know whether or not it was the new year or maybe the fact that I've started this channel, but in the last couple of weeks, I have really focused on my health. Like even tonight, we're going to a friend's birthday and I am driving because I don't want to drink. I haven't actually narrowed down what my new values are going to be from that list, so I thought I'd do that with you guys. I think what I'm gonna do is definitely keep honest. I think being honest, not only with yourself, but with others is the way to go. If you lie, you're eventually going to get caught in a web of lies and have to tell more lies just to keep those lies intact. I am not going to say that I'm a perfect person. I've made mistakes in my life and some pretty doozy ones. At the end of the day, the thing that saved me and kind of brought me back to reality and back to myself is the fact that I want to be an honest person. When you do your values, it's not something that you just naturally are going to be doing them all 100%. By doing that bullseye, you can see where you sit and then you can know what you're going to work on. At this point, I think what's best to do is process of elimination. So have a look at the ones that are quite similar that you can link together. So I feel like helpful and informative we can link together. I think I'm definitely going to keep either valued or appreciated. I think I'm going to go valued, knowing my own value and knowing that I am important and valued to others. For example, my best friend and I feel she's probably the one person that I feel most valued with, just because whenever we're together and we would leave each other, we just tell each other how much we appreciate spending time with each other. And I'm not saying that that's what every relationship needs to be like, but the fact that her and I have been that way ever since we were little, it literally gives me goosebumps just knowing that we value each other as much as we do. I had independent last time, but you know what? I like the idea of myself. When you're truly unapologetically yourself, it's when you just shine. Happy, creative. Well, you know what? I think if you go with all of your values, once you've decided what they are, the end goal is to be happy. The end goal, there it is to be happy. So I think when you get rid of happy, definitely gonna keep healthy, I think, because being healthy in your mind and your body is gonna make you reach your full potential. So I think that's a really important one. I think I'm gonna keep educational. What's a better word? Maybe evolving, learning. I think I like evolve, so let's do with evolve. I have narrowed it down to 5. I've got 5, and these is what they are. Well, I feel so good with my new values. I really suggest that you do this because honestly, as a person with anxiety, I find it really hard to make decisions about anything. I also feel like sometimes I get a bit lost on what I want to do or the direction that I want to go. So by having these values, I know that if I'm going to this goal or going on a journey and I'm in line with my values, then I'm going to be happy in the end. Come on, you want to come in here? Come on, come here. Back. Just ignore the dog in the background. You'll find that big companies, I work for 2 pretty big companies, H&M and Flight Centre, and the 2 things I remember about those jobs, one is what I learned from them both. They both had really big core values that they lived by. Having values is gonna make you appreciate the journey rather than realizing the struggle of the journey or the tough times and the negative things on the journey, and it's just gonna help you get to that place in your life with happiness and with ease and without constantly wondering, when am I gonna get there? When am I gonna get there? Because if you're always living that way in your life, you're literally never gonna get anywhere. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like below. And I really hope that you like this video. Please let me know what you think, because I did want to steer away a little bit from the anxiety, mental health type of video. So I'm really interested to know if this helped you and if you liked it. I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye.